Hey everyone, my name is Wedge, and Battle for Zendikar spoilers continue today with more sweet goodness. In case you missed it, we actually revealed our exclusive spoiler last night at midnight. Here's a link, enjoy how awesome it is. Anyways, today we've got a bunch of cool stuff to look at, mostly stupid limited cards and a dragon, so let's do this. Let's start off with, once again, a stupidly ridiculous Eldrazi. Deathless Behemoth is 6 mana for a 6/6 Eldrazi with Vigilance. Sacrifice 2 Eldrazi Scions to return the Behemoth from your graveyard to your hand. Only activate this ability anytime you could cast a sorcery. This may not look like much to you, but it is so powerful. It's already a 6 mana 6/6 with no color commitment. Already, just sign me up. Its ability is super convenient since Eldrazi Scion tokens are running around all over the place, and lastly, it synergizes with some other Eldrazi, mainly Barrage Tyrant, because that's just funny. Deathless Behemoth is a great limited card with some serious value packed in, solid. Tandem Tactics is 2 mana for an instant. Up to 2 target creatures each get +1/+2 until end of turn, you gain 2 life. Super cool combat trick. It does say that you can choose up to 2 target creatures, which means it goes really well with Zada, the crazy Hedron grinder we saw yesterday. Just target him and boom. All the pumps and all the life. Not the flashiest card ever, but it'll get into many limited strategies. Too bad Heroic is rotating. Great card for that too. Against Burn, yowza. Spawn of Akum is 4 colorless and 2 red for a 4/4 dragon with flying and landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. If that land was a mountain, it deals 2 damage to that creature or player instead. What? This dragon's stupid. I guess we have another reason to play more Animus Awakening. Honestly, while this is of course a limited powerhouse, it could see constructed play. If it sticks to the board, getting mountains won't be that difficult. We have the new land cycle, we still have fetch lands, you have the ability to shock something when you play a land, take it, that's so good. Grove Tender Druids is 2 colorless, 1 green and 1 white for a 3/3 elf druid ally with Rally. Whenever the druids or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1. If you do, put a 1/1 green plant creature token onto the battlefield. Strict downgrade to Turn Timber Ranger, though to be fair, it's also at a lower rarity. And the ability isn't terrible, it's the ally version of Mearsmith. It'll be okay for limited play, but isn't going to break anything else. Grove Rumbler is 2 colorless, 1 red and 1 green for a 3/3 elemental with trample and landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, the Rumbler gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Meant to be a limited bomb, and it definitely is. One trigger makes this a 5/5 trampler, can't really say no to that. Multiple triggers, a huge beating. Trample really puts this card over the top. If you're in red-green at the pre-release or drafting, this is a great reward for you. Just a powerful, fairly costed beater. Roil Spout is 1 colorless, 1 white, and 1 blue for a sorcery. Put target creature on top of its owner's library. It also has Awaken. If you pay 4 colorless, 1 white, and 1 blue instead, also put 4 +1/+1 counters on target land you control, and it becomes an elemental. This is exactly what I want out of a card like this. With so many decks undoubtedly going big in this upcoming limited format, Roil Spout will function like a time walk more than you might expect. Best part? Get it late and you gain some serious value. Deny your opponent a new draw, force them to spend way more mana, and you get a 4/4. The tempo swing is unreal. Putting Awaken on a card like this is just A+ work. Ulamogs Nullifier is 2 colorless, 1 blue, and 1 black for a 2/3 Eldrazi processor with Devoid Flash and Flying. When it enters the battlefield, you may put 2 cards your opponents own from exile into their owner's graveyards. If you do, counter target spell. This card is meant for limited, and don't get me wrong, it'll be just fine there, but imagine this against a control deck in Standard. They delve for dig through time, exiling a bunch of cards. You use those exiled cards to counter the card draw with the Nullifier. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but this could find a home in control shells in Standard. I don't know where the format is going for sure, but I mean, this hoses Delve. Even Obzan Control runs Tassiger and Murderous Cut. 4 mana isn't that expensive for a quality creature like this, and it's well worth holding up that mana for the ability, just a thought. In any case, this is definitely one of the better reasons to run Ingest as a mechanic. And there is the Zendikar Expeditions foil full art Sacred Foundry. Unbelievable. It's just unfair how talented Noah Bradley is. Oh man, I need to find a way to get these without having to sell my kidney. Thought you'd enjoy this, them Hedrons though. While today's spoilers weren't as exciting as the past few days, we are starting to see the limited format we're about to dive into. A lot of powerful cards with powerful synergies. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the set so far and which cards you think will have the biggest impact on the limited environment. As always, subscribe for the latest and most reliable Battle for Zendikar spoiler information you could ever need. This is the Mana Source, I'm Wedge, thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.